Hey, how we doing?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. We'll give everyone a couple of minutes. There's Nina. You all right, Nina?
Okay. Hi, Nina.
Oh.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Jamie.
You all right?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, good.
How we doing, Sandra?
All right, thanks.
Yeah?
Not too bad.
Little change of scenery there.
Yeah, I'm in the front room because it's sunny, or I was freezing in the kitchen.
It's actually really cold today, isn't
It's
it?
really cold, yeah.
My fingers are all numb on the
I know
tip.
Glenn came up because he has his office down in the shed.
Yeah.
He come in and he said, my fingers are freezing.
Honestly, I can't believe how bad. I had the heating on in the gym this morning. I haven't had that on for the last week.
No, it's really turned. I think we were so used to that sunshine.
I know.
That's
I was
amazing.
thinking though, this time last year it was snowing, wasn't it, in April?
Was it?
I think so. Oh, there's P-Dog. Look cute.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Hi,
PT.
Paul.
How are we doing?
I'm good, thank you.
We'll give everyone a couple more minutes, guys.
So lush in the sun.
Jenny,
Yeah.
So
You hear-
nice.
I'm just about to plug my headphone in, and I don't think you can hear me when I do that.
Not too sure. I'll let you know.
It looks red.
It looks like Nina's frozen.
We'll put an hand cream on.
Oh, they're so bad. Honest to God, look.
I'm gonna listen.
And I didn't have a washing machine. The washing machine broke, so I didn't have one for like 5 days.
Oh my God.
So I've been hand washing their little bits, and then at work I wash my hands 4,000 times a day. And
I can't imagine, Jamie. It must be awful.
yeah, it's just like they look like 80-year-olds' hands. But even the hand cream. But I was thinking I'd use olive oil.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Oil's
Oil or olive oil, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, because it
Yeah.
stings. The hand cream stings because it's perfumed, isn't it? So
Yes, yeah.
we're going to try olive oil, aren't we, Scarlett?
Yeah.
Coconut oil is also good, Jamie.
Which
Yeah,
one?
Say coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Yeah, I wonder if I must have something. Yeah, I've got coconut oil in the cupboard somewhere.
Or you
Yeah.
could just mix a bit into your hand cream. Mix a bit of the oil into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to do something that's no good. It's literally stinging like I want to cry every time I wash my hands.
If you've got any kitchen glove, rubber gloves.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, if you put a load of cream on and then just put them in while you're watching TV or something,
Yeah.
put them into the gloves.
That's a good idea. And my
So-
children would just think nothing of that because I'm that weird anyway.
All right, we'll give it one more minute.
PT, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a PT look, but I haven't quite got the garden.
Slaying in the mud.
That's how it goes. Sun is
All right,
out.
how are we doing, Georgina? We good?
We're okay.
Yeah.
I've had
Overslept.
to move away from that washing machine. I need to, and Paul, how can I stop the washing machine shaking till it nearly leaves the kitchen? It's a new one and it's in.
Sit on it.
Sit on it.
Sit on it, yeah. Just
Needs
hold
to
it in.
level.
Probably not level,
Its
isn't
feet
it?
need
That's
to
why it is.
level.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
Might have
level.
some- You might have some legs underneath it. You can adjust so it sits upright.
Yeah. It's not level at the moment, otherwise it wouldn't rock so much.
Okay.
Look at that. Not just here for nutritional support.
Yeah, sorry.
All DIY queries dealt with too. Look at that.
I can't do the DIY.
Oh, day.
Oh,
You need to move down, Matt.
oh, we've lost Paul's video. He's gone. Oh, there
No,
we go.
I was checking my Wi-Fi.
His Wi-Fi is shit.
Hey,
Yeah, mine was rubbish this morning.
I borrow it from downstairs.
woman
what
that
happens
talks
when
from
you mix up less
experience.
Wi-Fi.
All right, guys, we'll make a quick start. So, how's everyone feeling? We all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Did everyone? Quite a few people sent over to me, but did anyone spend any time yesterday just writing down what their bedtime routine is?
Mine
I
stopped.
bloody forgot.
I'm
Well,
okay.
I can tell you
I'm
what
okay
people-
with mine because I sleep quite well. So
Yeah, I saw your one, Sandra. It's yeah.
I kind of just do have a bath and then I'm out like a light.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mine's
Okay. So one of the things for us to focus on, we're probably gonna have a slightly shorter call today because there's not as much for us to go through. But one of the main things I want us to focus on tonight is coming up with a routine that allows you to kind of switch off. So one of the things I don't want you guys trying to do, Sandra's got a great routine, is not watching telly before you go to bed. So making sure that when you go to bed, your half hour before you go to sleep, if you do go to bed and sit in bed, your half hour before you go to sleep doesn't have the telly on. We're not playing games on the phone. We're not using the phone. Try and get a little bit of reading in, whether that's with a book, a Kindle or whatever, but trying to make sure that half hour before you go to sleep is focused on you winding down rather than kind of amping up the brain a little bit. So when you watch telly or when you're doing anything on your phone, the lights actually kind of hype the brain up a little bit more. It doesn't actually switch off. So I want you guys to try and spend for just half hour before you're due to go to bed, like once you brush your teeth and all of that, just find something that might relax you. It could be anything. I pick reading a book because it's one of the things that I've done before. I sometimes put music on in the background because I like a little bit of white noise when I go to bed. It sounds really weird. Or other things like stretching, doing a little bit like a 20-minute stretch routine, a little bit of yoga, or meditation's a really good one as well before bed if you like meditating. I personally don't have the patience for it, so I don't tend to do that, but just something that's going to help you chill out and feel relaxed. Even if it's, PT, you have a bath an hour before you go to bed and then you spend 15 minutes reading because you've had your bath, you're settled, you're in bed, then spend 15 minutes reading. Try not to spend an hour or so in bed doing something else, right? So watching telly, all that kind of stuff. Try and just spend that time before you go to sleep helping yourself wind down a little bit. Does that make sense?
I probably need to change my book and not read that in bed because it's about murders and that. So it's probably
That helps me sleep.
I'd probably need to find a book to read.
There you go. It could be anything, right? It doesn't have to be crazy. So I like PT, I can read like murder crimes till the cows come home and I can spend all day reading them, and it's like I probably don't switch off when I read them. What I do find helps, which is really bizarre, but kind of like self-help books, I can only get through like 4 or 5 pages and then I'm ready to go to sleep. But it's because there's a little bit more concentration going on in it and trying to take it in. And a lot of the time you kind of read a bit and then you think about it and then you kind of start to get naturally tired. So potentially changing your book or just even doing something different. Like audiobooks work quite well if you can do an audiobook. Yeah, do an audiobook and you'll probably nod off some of the way through. Like my best night's sleep is normally, as I said, when I've got music on in the background. I like quiet, chilled music, not hard rock or anything like dance or stuff like that. But when I've got some chilled out music at the back, I'm pretty much out for the count within like 2 songs. My brain's kind of trained into that from when I was a lot younger. It was one of the things that helped me fall asleep with noise in the background when I worked night shifts and stuff like that. So just finding that thing that's going to help you get to sleep and settle a little bit quicker is what we're going to try and focus on today. It may be for this week that you got to try a couple of different things. So one of the first things to try is like have a chilled out bath, read your book in the bath, and then once you're out of the bath, you dried off, get into bed, try and go straight to sleep. That's a great one to try and do if you're worried about the book that you're reading while in bed may keep you awake.
That's what I did last night. That's what Nina told me to do, so that's what I did.
Did you feel like you got to sleep quicker?
Yeah, so I went in the bath and half an hour, so that's my half an hour before going to bed. And Nina said, just associate your bath and go straight to bed. And I went straight to bed and I clicked on this link, this YouTube link that Nina sent me. And I was listening to someone just talking to me. And even though I was still wide awake half an hour later, I knew I was ready to close my eyes.
Yeah.
And I only woke up once.
That's good going, PT.
And I woke up at 7:15 because my stepdad's alarm was going off in the bedroom. I was like, this bloody thing, I can't sleep with this thing. And I should have got up then, stayed up, because I was like, oh, I'm actually quite wide awake. But then I went back till 8 o'clock when my alarm was actually set and had 3 snoozes. But still, 8:30 is early for me.
I was going to say, that's pretty good going, PT, given your last week or so.
Yeah, and 7 hours light sleep.
Yeah.
I had
So that's
2
what we
hours
want
sleep.
to. So what we want to try and focus on over the next week is kind of getting into the good bedtime routine. Helps you get into your sleep. Like, you're not going to get like 8 hours deep sleep. Like that's just not going to happen. You're probably going to be lucky to get 2-3 hours of deep sleep. A lot of your sleep is actually lighter sleep.
Is that normal then?
Yeah, it's pretty normal. There's 3 phases to sleep: light sleep, deep sleep, and SWS, if I remember rightly. But the deep sleep and the SWS are always going to be shorter. But again, that's where your brain's completely switching off, and you're really just like, you're not aware of anything going on around you. It's a little bit, it sounds harsh, it's a little bit different for women, especially if you've had kids of any form, because the maternal instinct is to hear noises around you to wake up to them. But women actually do get better, deeper sleep because of that, because their bodies and their brain know how to switch off quicker and wake up quicker. So you'll get like mini cycles within your sleep cycle, if that makes sense, PT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jenny, I tried your stretching before. I did one of Georgia's stretching class things, which I'm terrible at. But I have to concentrate on them. I know. So I was like, forget what you look like, forget whether this stretch is actually working or not. It was the concentrating or doing the same thing for a full 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Which my brain is so quick to turn over to the next thing or get distracted.
Yeah.
That worked and that relaxed me, and I felt like a god. I was like, yeah, I've done my stretching, now I'm going to bed. I felt like a hero.
Like, honestly, if you can get stretching done right, it honestly genuinely makes you feel quite sleepy. So like you said, like, it doesn't matter if it necessarily is working the right stretch or what you need, but stretching shouldn't feel painful, right? It should have a degree of discomfort because you have to concentrate on it. Like, if you're doing a stretch and you're quite happy just lying there, there's something not right on that stretch. There should be a degree of concentration in your brain needing to focus on it, and that focus is what takes everything else away, right? And then the brain's kind of worked over a little bit. The body's relaxed though, which is the most important thing. Like, the muscles and the body are ready to just chill out. And from that point, that's when you should be able to get a decent night's sleep. So stretching is one of the things, like, it's my go-to. Like, I feel amazing. And I don't know if anyone ever had a session with Fran when she was at the gym. Like, I would do a stretch with Fran.
That was brilliant.
But I would just, like, I'd literally walk out and I would want to go nap. I'd want to go and have a nice snooze. Like, when you get it right, it works really, really well. So there you go, Paul. A little bit of stretching for you, mate, before bed.
Yeah,
On the week, work on our weakness.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, like, it's really good for you as a whole, like, it aids your recovery and everything else, but it does help the brain switch off. Is anyone going to give stretching a go tonight?
I'm going to try again.
Yeah? Cameron?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Cameron's like,
I make Paul do a lot of stretches after we finish
You
the
do.
workout.
That's
And
what I'm
before,
tired
and he tries to get out of it.
well, get comfortable with it, Paul. It's good for the body.
Stretching.
It's good for the mind.
Yeah, just be a little bit more nimble.
It's
Oh.
like the stretching's really good, and like, if you ever do a really intense yoga class as well, you get a very similar feeling, like the tiredness afterwards. one of the things they tend to do in yoga once you've done a stretch is they kind of put you in, it's called the corpse pose. So you lie on your back, your palms are kind of facing upwards, legs are slightly parted and stuff like that. You just lie there and chill out and take deep breaths. And that actually helps the whole body relax completely. One of the other things is learning to breathe through the stomach. So I don't know if you guys ever do that. You take kind of long inhales, count to 6 on your inhale, but rather than breathe into the chest, your stomach should be the one that expands. The easiest way to do it is to put your hands on your stomach, and as you breathe in, your stomach will expand out, and then to breathe out for that same count, and just do that kind of controlled breathing for 4 or 5 minutes as well makes a huge difference. And learning to breathe through the stomach is really, really important.
I don't have trouble getting to sleep. I have trouble getting up.
Me too.
You normally get up, Sandra?
Well, I try to get up for 8 o'clock now so that I can do 9 o'clock train.
Yeah.
But I could just lie there. I could, and this morning, like somebody else was saying, I woke up at 6 o'clock and then just went back to sleep. I could have got up, but I was too lazy and I don't get up.
So one of that's a habit.
I don't think there's a problem with that.
It's terrible.
But that's a habit thing, right? I do the same. Like I can hit snooze 1,001 times. One of the things that makes the difference is literally as soon as the alarm goes up, almost just sit bolt upright, almost shock the body into waking up.
Yeah.
And then you'll find that it's a little bit harder to get back to sleep, but also get up, go make your tea, your coffee, like get up and do something as soon as the alarm goes off. Like I have days where I walk downstairs and I can barely see what I'm doing until I've had my cup of coffee. I think the other day I actually put water in the cup and put the cup on top of where the kettle should be, just because like I wasn't with it. But when you get to that point where you are up and awake, you'll know straight away. So like this morning, I didn't have to necessarily be up at 6:30. I woke up before my alarm. I got up, I came downstairs, I made a cup of coffee, and then I was like, I'm going to chill out on the sofa. And I was awake, so I just started to do work because I wasn't going to have that little snooze that I normally would do.
That's what my husband does. Because he wakes up really early, but he gets up.
Yeah.
He doesn't lie there, whereas I'll just lie there and then go back to sleep. And
it's not a hard one. It's easier at the moment because the daylight hours, obviously because it's light. So most people have blackout curtains in their house. Like if you can get up and bring some light into the room, it's much harder to get to sleep that way. But yeah, just get up, move straight away.
Yeah.
I've tried that as well. When I've stayed on camp and I've struggled to get up for work, I've gone to bed and I've left the curtains open, and the light has helped me get up the next morning.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I'm going to try and do that because it's just laziness. It's like you just roll over, and you do sleep, but it's like a drunk sleep. You get up worse.
And it's probably another reason why you feel tired in the morning, because you're getting that extra, although it's not good quality sleep, you're getting that extra sleep, which means the quality sleep's not happening later at night. Yeah. So that's definitely, I would look to just try and get bolt upright and just move straight away.
Yeah. Thanks.
You almost want to get up like you've just been terrified. Just sit straight up, get out of bed.
That's what I say when I was doing my hiking, going super early up. That's why I literally go, get up, get up, get up. Although on the third time I had to be up.
You can get up early though, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions, guys? Is everyone going to try something a little bit different tonight, though? Apart from Sandra. Sandra's, however, going to try and get up bright and early.
I'll do the stretches.
Definitely,
stretching.
You don't have to do a lot. Like 10 minutes is like a great starting point. So don't feel like you've got to do a 40-minute stretch session. Like 10 minutes is more than enough to help you switch off. Just focus on the stretching for those 10 minutes. Yeah.
Paul needs to go to bed early. He goes to bed at 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Didn't you do that the other day though, PT?
Yeah, but I'm trying to do something about it, but Paul just does it all the time.
Oh, right. Brilliant. Yeah.
We need to have a little we need to have a little rethink about that. But then it'll depend, Paul. Like, what time are you waking up in the mornings?
Today, PT woke me up about 8:30.
Okay.
Yeah, but what time did you get up after you went back to sleep?
About 10:30.
Yeah, we need to get you into a routine. That's all, Paul.
Yeah, other things going on at the moment.
Yeah.
Do you still go to bed like that late, Paul, when you get up for work?
Yeah.
Yours is quite a bit deep, like habit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's a bad habit, even worse at the moment.
Yeah, I think like one of the things to focus on is making those small changes, right? If we can get you to the point where you're gonna say, I'm not gonna go to bed any later than 2, and start winding down before that, that will probably make a massive difference. Just have like a cut-off time for you. It's not a habit that we're going to change in a week, right? That's going to take a bit of work, because that you've been doing that for quite a long time anyway. And with everything going on as well, you know, things are a little bit up in the air and a little bit different. So the brain's not switching off as quickly as you may want it to. So that's going to add towards getting to sleep a lot later as well.
Awesome. Thank you.
No worries. All right, guys. Does anyone have any questions or anything they want to ask me?
Don't think so.
No. So Sandra's going to get up
Need a
bright
garden.
and early.
Yeah, I'm going to get up.
I'm going to message the WhatsApp group when she's awake, because she's making coffee, and she's going to send us a picture of it. And everyone else is going to practice some stretching before they go to bed.
I'm not on the WhatsApp group.
I'll send you the link for it, Sandra.
Thank you.
Wow. Sandra, you need to get on there.
Yeah, there's all sorts of food recipes flying around this WhatsApp group.
Food is so yummy.
Jamie's this morning looks delicious.
Yeah, looking good.
Oh, good.
So guys, don't forget as well, if you're not on the 6 p.m. class tonight, there is a life workshop being run by one of our old members, Kim. Yeah, it's on at 6:30 tonight. The link's on Wadboard, so if you want to sign up, it's completely free. She's going to go through some life coaching stuff on what's going on, how to handle the situation, and kind of arm people with new tools and stuff. It's pretty interesting. It's cool stuff. There's 6 people booked on. It's limited to 12, so there is space if you want to join it. Okay. And who's joining us for our little cookathon on Friday?
Cookathon?
Yeah, we're having a little cook-off at 7:30 on Friday.
I don't
There's
think
so many ingredients,
Well,
though, isn't there?
PT's going to do the cooking. I'm going to do the watching.
It'd be all right, PT. We're learning how to make naan breads and everything. It's curry night.
I've got my
I
husband
don't know.
doing it.
Nice.
I'll be eating it.
I'll have a look.
Yeah, I'll post the ingredients on the.
PT's going to do the cooking. I'm watching.
They're not doing it.
I'll post the ingredients from the class on Wadboard as well, so you don't have to try and dig through Facebook to find them.
Okay, thank you.
Cool.
Cool. What's up, Nina?
Really? Yeah, I'm not on the WhatsApp group, but I just thought to get everyone into sync, maybe you could, even on WhatsApp group, could post a selfie of a stretch at say 10 o'clock.
Yeah, not everyone's on the WhatsApp group. I'll send it on my coach, and we'll put it on WhatsApp as well. The group's kind of, some people didn't want to join, which I get. Everyone's probably got a million different WhatsApp groups now. So yeah, I'll post something up on my coach, and we'll see whether or not we can get a little challenge up, get everyone to post something every day of their stretching. How's that sound?
Mum, I'll do it now.
I think PT's being told she's got something to do. All right, guys, I will let you.
Hasn't put away stuff away from you.
All right, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully it warms up a little bit more. Get
I'm
stretching, guys.
boiling. Can you tell I'm boiling? Tops off.
Jealous, PT.
I
Jealous.
hope it gets really nice and hot today because I'm stuck in my room.
It's
Flat.
It is a bit silly for me. All right, guys. Well, I will let you all go. Enjoy your day, and I'll send you all a message a little bit later on.
Thanks,
Okay,
Jen.
thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.